Hey gang, Havok Comics are having a contest. They want to know two things. They want to know who's your favorite hero, and they want to know what else do you collect. My favorite hero, I think, is Spider-Man. It might be Batman, it might be Superman, but I think it's Spider-Man, partly because he gives you a map for how to live. You see, Peter Parker is this resentful little bitch. He uses Spider-Man to overcome that resent. Because you just think about the resentful little nothing that he is. He expects J. Jonah Jameson to give him an advance without telling him what the advance is for. He's a teenager. Why should J. Jonah Jameson give him anything? But you think about how he lets the criminal by. In the movie, they screw everything up because they have the wrestling promoter be this crooked jerk-off, and then so Peter can just ignore the guy who's robbed him. In the comic, he's apparently well treated at this TV studio, and he just lets the guy by because the cop should be doing his job. That's how resentful he is. He could have stopped him with the flick of his finger, but he's too resentful to do that. But you think of the way he's raised. He's babied and abandoned. He was abandoned by his parents and he's babied by his aunt and uncle. Oh, he's also a super genius. He's also an angry loner. That's a perfect recipe for being like a mass shooter. But through Spider-Man, Peter's eyes are opened. Spider-Man's costume is an actual representation of that. The big wide eyes, they have nothing to do with a spider. They represent this awareness, his own power. His spidey sense represents awareness. He has to become aware of the resent and overcome it. And the theme of every early issue is overcoming this resent. This is symbolized by the half face. This panel is perfect because you see Peter's smirking face. He's just learned that Flash Thompson has been captured by Dr. Doom because he dressed as Spider-Man. And he's basically thinking, oh, what a shame. I get rid of my bully and no one's going to save him. It's like, too bad for him. But then the Spider-Man side thinks, who am I kidding? I have to overcome this resent. I have to be the hero here. I can't let this happen to anyone. But you even think of the spider itself and how it represents resent. Its dying act is to bite Peter. It's like Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty. The prince throws the sword into the vulnerable scale. She falls. She's doomed for sure, but she still snaps at the prince because she wants to take him with her. Because she's a massive wad of resent. The spider is resentful, and so it must bite Peter. And of course I'm also choosing Spider-Man because he looks cool. I love the thwipping of the web. Whenever I'm in a comfy chair and I gotta get up to like go to the bathroom or whatever, I will always thwip my hand and mime climbing up. That's the only thing that gets me out of the chair, the joy of pretending to be Spider-Man. And of course I can't do Superman because Jules Pfeiffer's already explained Superman. I can't do Batman because John Truby's already explained Batman. I want to explain Spider-Man. What else do we collect? Well, I collect toys. I don't really get much of an opportunity to, though, because I'm around here. You know, you're lucky if you find a Gonzo Carrot Car Happy Meal toy. I've found a couple of He-Men. I've found one Thundercat. I've seen 2 Transformers, and they're beat to crap. They're overpriced, so I don't really get an opportunity to buy toys. These little guys are my originals. Well, actually, technically, the Tigra is not my original, because my parents went to a wedding and they left us at my aunt's for like the weekend. They come home early and they phone us and say, our house has been robbed. Well, so we come home, the window's been opened, the screen's been slashed, there's water all over the place because it would have been storming. The only thing missing are my Thundercats. The cops are like, well, this looks like the work of an adult. Are you sure you didn't have any money around that you're not thinking of? No, the only thing missing were my Thundercats. A kid down the street and his brother, they were known for doing exactly this, but still the cops were baffled. Well, one day I'm in class, this kid, he has my Shitara. I of course recognize her because I remember every little dent and nick, every little bit of damage I've done to her. But her head is glued on because he has no doubt ripped it off in some sort of fit of I can't really afford this, so I shouldn't have it type, who knows what kind of Shakespearean thing was going on over there in that trailer. But my parents, being the types of parents that they are, they immediately took me to Toys R Us, rebought my toys. I actually had the little standy Kit and Cat and the little standy Snarf. Those were gone. And so they bought me the full-sized ones. So I actually scored more toys by being robbed. So thank you to the guys at Havok Comics. Congratulations on the 100 subscribers. You're at 116 now. Thank you for shipping to Canada. Thank you all for watching. Man, these guys are dusty. I don't know why they're so dusty. They're in a camera bag.